Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to give you a little background on a brand and then we're going to do some first impressions today. So I got two products from the brand Max Factor. These little guys right here. I got them through Influencer, free subscription service. Quizzes, you review things on their website and they send you free stuff for it. Yay for free stuff! Well, Max Factor was taken out of the US in 2006 and thanks to the new creative director through Procter & Gamble, Pat McGrath, we are getting them back. Well, some of it. We're getting back mascaras, eyeliners, and 2 lipsticks according to Allure magazine. Pat McGrath is a really well-known makeup artist. She has done over 60 different runway shows. Those could be straight to, taking the cap off things. Those could be things that you could wear straight off the runway all the way up to couture. She's been working since the 90s and her makeup is beautiful. She even has her own line, Pat McGrath Labs, and they have this crazy gold pigment that I'm so excited to try out. It's just a little expensive. These, on the other hand, are only $9.99 a piece and available at Target. So this is the cheaper way to get a Pat McGrath approved product. The first item we have is going to be the Max Factor. See if I can not hold it upside down this time. It is the Masterpiece Eyeliner. It's got this little paddle tip to it, so you can get a nice thin line for your flick on your wing, or you can have a nice thick line across your lids if that is what you prefer. Let's swatch it. Bam! That is black. It's quite watery, actually. Maybe if I shake it. I don't know why that's always my first thought. Why don't we shake things? It doesn't rattle. It's not like my Stila. Stila rattles. The thin line isn't as thin as I could get with a brush tip applicator, but it's not so bad. The thick line is very thick, a little too thick for me. I will probably just line my lids. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Probably just line my lids with the thin line because that's how I roll. The eyeliner is supposed to be smudge-proof, budge-proof, perfect for getting your flick on point, for a nice thick line. It's supposed to work really well to do whatever you want to do. It's supposed to be very black. It only comes in black. It's actually called velvet black. So let's see how matte this will dry on my hand. The more it dries, it's still quite shiny, but the more it dries, not smudge proof yet. So hopefully it'll dry down and not be smudgy. Now my fingers are all dirty. Alright, and then the next piece is going to be their Masterpiece Max Mascara. It's a high volume definition mascara. It says it's going to give you 4 times your natural lash volume. It's supposed to be smudge proof, it's supposed to be flake free, it's supposed to give you 4 times the volume of your natural eyelashes. So we'll see if it can do that and not smudge, not budge while I clean my apartment all day. That'll be the thing. That'll be the test. Sweating in the humid weather because it got warm again in Michigan. It's also supposed to be contact safe and safe for sensitive eyes. Alright, I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to attempt to put this on because if you know me personally, you know, look at eyeliner. Not my strong suit. I can't do a wing to save my life. But we're going to try and see what we can come up with. Hi, I'll be right back. So I'm back. I've got it on. I did as good as I could with the liquid eyeliner. Sorry guys, it's not my thing. I'm not very good at it. But I'm not a huge fan of the paddle brush. I normally use Stila Stay All Day liquid eyeliner in black as a very fine point brush tip. I'm also looking to try Trooper. Trooper is the color. But the Kat Von D liquid eyeliner in Trooper. My best friend swears by that one. So I'm hoping to try that one next. The paddle brush, it makes it difficult to get a nice straight line. You can see in the middle of my eye where it kind of, if you turn your wrist at all, it'll bloop, and you get this weird little lumpy line. And I didn't even try to do a wing. Like, they're not very smooth. I can normally get them pretty smooth, and it just every time even if you're resting your hand on your face and you're trying to get that nice straight line, if you twist it just the slightest bit, it messes it up. And I don't like that part. So that I might have her try out and see if she likes it, because she's way better at it than I am. But it's just not a fine enough point for me to be able to work with it. I feel like if you're really good with liquid eyeliner, you like a really thick line, you'd like it. But for a flick, like they say you're supposed to use it for, I don't think it's going to work very well. You're not going to get a very sharp line. The mascara, on the other hand, I am digging this mascara. They're not super plushy, voluminous like I'm used to, but they still have a lot of length. It says it's a volumizing mascara and you're supposed to get 4 times the volume. I feel like I got a lot more length out of it than I did volume, but it almost looks like on camera. You can see. You guys like it? Kind of digging it. We'll see how it works. I did have to put on multiple coats, like keep going over it until it finally, like, it took. I don't know if maybe it's because it's brand new and there wasn't a whole lot stuck to the wand. It hadn't been used yet. We'll see. It did put a little bit under my eye from my top lashes. It, like, clinged. I really like it on the bottom lashes, though, because it makes them nice and separated. Nice and separated. My eyes look all bloodshot from my contact lenses, and I stabbed myself in the eye with the mascara one. Because I'm a smarty pants. Just because I'm on YouTube doesn't mean I'm not human. I do stab myself in the eye, like, on a daily basis. If I'm not paying attention, just like, oh, here comes a cat, bumping into me, stabbing myself in the eyeball. It happens. So far, I dig it. We will, did I get some transfer on my eyelid? No. They are looking a little spidery. Spidery, but not clumpy. So we will see. I really need to get a better camera. I definitely think you get quite a bit of volume. You can tell it's more voluminous when I close my eyes. It's very black. They're very long, and I like it. Not a huge fan of eyeliner. I feel like I'd have to go really thick to get a nice smooth line. I'd have to be, like, very careful. But I will check back in a little bit. It is 2:07, so we'll check back in an hour or so. Oh, look, Nick's on break. But for me to see what it looks like, we'll just keep checking in. So we are doing our first check-in. Probably one of 2 or 3 we'll do today. And you can see that it's holding up pretty well. Hasn't really smudged. You can see better on my phone camera that it didn't want to go on very smooth. But it's not really flaking off. Nothing's coming off. Eyeliner's dried down and staying pretty well. There hasn't been any transfer. There hasn't been any real fallout. So far, we're good. I wasn't very impressed at the beginning with eyeliner, but I think if you can master the little paddle tip, you'll be alright. So far, so good. It's like 6 o'clock now, if not a little bit after. We are doing the brakes on my car so I can drive again. Alright, we're back for the very last check-in. And I can say I'm actually quite impressed with the lasting power. I've got a little bit of fallout. I think I've got 1 flake under this eye and a couple under this eye, but for the most part, it looks pretty much the same. I know my roommate Blade, he really liked it. He said it looked good when I first put it on. He says it looks about the same now. So from the uneducated male point of view, it looks okay. And then we're going to ask Nick for his opinion as well and see what the boyfriend's got going on and see what his opinions are. 'Cause he's pretty picky when it comes to when my makeup's bad. He'll let me know. He's honest. Opinion on it throughout the day.
I made your eyelashes big, but I don't like the eyeliner.
No? Why don't you like the eyeliner?
Because it's wiggly.
It's wiggly? What do you mean by it's wiggly?
It has little squiggly lines because it's not a normal eyeliner.
It's not straight?
Yeah.
You don't like the paddle brush?
No.
No? You like the mascara though? Because I made my eyelashes really long.
Sure.
Do you think they gave me 4 times the volume? Are their claims right?
I don't know. It's just really made them really long.
Really long? More long than voluminous?
Sure.
They weren't... They weren't like when I use my Urban Decay stuff like I do daily. Oh, okay. That's his opinion. He doesn't like the eyeliner because he thinks the brush makes it so it's not smooth, which is what I think as well. The mascara is a go though. Mascara is good. Good for $9.99.
Sure.
Comparable to my Urban Decay, which is like $22.
Technically, it was free.
Well, it was free, but everybody else is gonna have to buy it, so it'd be $9.99.
Yep.
At Target.
Sure.
Your favorite store in Laura.
I hate that place.
You sound so monotone and grumpy. I love you. Go eat your pizza. So, we're all on the same page. Eyeliners needs a little work. Paddle brush is finicky, but the mascara is good. Mascara is very good. If $9.99 is not bad for what it does, and for the couple of flakes I've had, and I was like rubbing my eyes earlier because my allergies were acting up really bad when we were changing the brakes on my car. It's like, probably not a good thing for my makeup, but it stayed pretty well. It lasted through doing like 3 loads of dishes. It lasted through doing a little work in the bathroom. It lasted through humidity. It lasted through rubbing my eyes. It lasted through going to the grocery store. It lasted through taking Nick to GameStop. It's alright. It's pretty good. It is, what time is it? It is 8:30, so I've had it on for 6.5 hours or so, which isn't bad. Sorry if you hear the guys yelling, they're playing video games. But I like it. I like the mascara a lot. I will reuse the mascara. I will try again with the eyeliner and see if we can get it any smoother. It's just you got to be really careful. You can probably get it smooth if you're good with it. Just not a good beginner's liquid eyeliner. So thumbs up to Influencer for sending out some good products. I'm glad. I'm excited to have them back in the States. I am excited to try out some more of their line. I might go pick up their black brown because I've been looking for a little bit more natural type mascara for days where I don't want to do such a bold look. I also want to pick up eyes itchy. Ugh, allergies. But for the most part, they do really well. Oh, we got a flake. Got some flakes going on from rubbing my eyes. But it only really flakes if you rub your eyeballs. I like them. They're pretty decent for the price. I'd say I'd give them a thumbs up. They're good. Good for $9.99. Compared to like my Urban Decay that I've used. What else have I used? I've used a couple different Benefit ones. I've used a Bare Minerals one. I've done a bunch of CoverGirls and Revlons and things like that, and I really enjoy this. It doesn't move, it doesn't budge, it doesn't irritate my eyes at all, which is great because my eyes are super sensitive, especially when I wear contacts like I did today. So for it to not irritate my eyes at all when it's allergy season and I have my contacts in is like good. Like, stamp of approval given on this one. I dig it. Bye. I'll see you next time. Like and subscribe. I don't know why I'm thumbs downing. Like and subscribe down below. You can just come laugh at me. It's totally cool. I'll insert some bloopers at the end, and this one is the end. I'll insert some bloopers at the end of this, and we'll see what else we got going on. I got a ton of bloopers because I had about 10 ounces of espresso that I brewed this morning that I drank all of, and I'm gonna go eat some pizza and drink a glass of wine, and apparently Deadpool's on Hulu, so I'm gonna go watch it. It's so happy. He's happy day off. I didn't record anything. I just